at WrestleMania. That's right, kids. We are in Allegiant Stadium. You can kind of take a peek, see out there, and see it is absolutely electric. Valentino Khan up there spinning the tunes, Eric.
Yes, he is playing some old school music, new school music. One of my favorite themes. Mark wasn't happy with it, but hey,
No, I wasn't happy you started singing D-Generation X in 2026. That's what I was a little messed up about, Eric.
Hey, 30 years later, it still resonates with me.
Well, maybe do a little of this.
Can't
a little of that.
see me.
Yeah. But look, guys, we are here getting ready for WrestleMania 42. And what a day this is going to be as we are, man.
Some great matches, top to bottom.
6-man match kicking things off. You got to hear Austin Theory on our show earlier or last week talking about how he's going to be doing this thing with I Show Speed and Logan Paul. Are you excited about those two guys being in here, man?
I think it's going to be very interesting. Can't wait to hear 50,000 people booing the crap out of Logan Paul.
Why boo Logan Paul? What did he do?
Just the fans don't like him. I have nothing against him, but the fans don't like him.
Yeah, you should be nice to Logan Paul.
And
he's rich.
Can't wait to hear 50,000 people eating and going and saying yeah for LA Knight.
What do you yeet first or do you yeah first? What do you do? Do you go yeet and then go yeah, or do you go yeah and then yeet? What do you think the etiquette is here? I'm not sure.
I think you go yeet and then yeah.
Oh God, look up there. Look up there, guys. I believe that Danhausen was in the Goodyear blimp. Oh God, that's not good.
And there's his best friend, The Miz.
Oh, I love The Miz, by the way. It's terrific.
No, Miz is awesome.
Yeah, but
pun intended this time too.
But this first match should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what I Show Speed's going to do on this. Now we got Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre. They're also going to be on ESPN2 here.
Yes, they are.
And we learned last week, by the way, that Drew has actually been going back and forth to film
Highlander.
Wow. So he's not taking a break. Does it change the outcome in your head? Because we were on Jacob Fatu all the way.
I don't think it does. I think Drew puts him over, then he goes and does film the show, then comes back and maybe, just maybe, set up a potential match at SummerSlam.
There you go.
With a certain general manager.
Really? Look, you don't want to go there with me because you know that I have been screaming for Nick Aldis and Scrap Daddy. That is a WrestleMania match right there. I bet everybody here would agree with me on that, right? Right? Aldis versus Scrap Daddy. Give it to us. Give it to us tonight. Tonight.
As long as it's better than WrestleMania 28, Teddy Long versus John Laurinaitis, I'm good.
Well, we've also got coming up, Stephanie McCare will be defending the Women's Championship against Liv Morgan. Liv looking like a raccoon at this point. Still stunningly beautiful.
100,000,000% agree with that.
But she and Stephanie are going to be hooking up this evening. Stephanie is the longest reigning champion in WWE right now. She won the title September 20th. All the other belts have changed hands. So Stephanie McCare is going to try and hold on. But is it really going to happen?
No, I think it's Liv's time. I think the build-up has been very good, but both women have done a great job. Then Liv, especially with her work after that nasty bump on her head with Roxanne, and how her face is all looking beat up and everything, I think it's going to be a better match than people expect it to be.
Oh, I think it's going to be an awesome match.
I think it's going to be a great match, too.
Yeah, they've done a nice job building this up because I think a lot of people weren't that excited about the matchup to start, but Stephanie has shown the personality that maybe some of us didn't know she had.
That's true.
And we're going to get to see it today. She better bring everything she's got.
And Liv was the right person to bring that out in her. And I have a feeling we're also going to get Liv is going to have a little bit of assistance, too, in this match.
Really? You think so?
Just a hunch.
Maybe Stephanie's going to get some assistance tonight. That Raquel Rodriguez, we interviewed over media days. She's a little devil. She's a little devil. Better be ready. She might pull some hijinks and shenanigans tonight.
That's possible.
AJ Lee, Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, it's going to be a great match. You know how good those two are. It's been a wonderful feud since September. And I'm looking forward to seeing who comes down that ramp as the referee of that match.
Oh, Jessica Carr, absolutely.
It has to be.
Jessica's going to get in a feud with Becky. You know.
Yes.
For those that don't know, Becky does do. Oh, no problem. Or Jessica Carr is
training,
is a wrestler.
Yes.
She's ready to go. She's been wrestling under a mask and Evolve, among other places. But yeah, we could get maybe Becky winning this, and then Becky and Jessica.
Although, does Becky Jessica need the title?
It doesn't. But
I like to see AJ versus other people if she hold on the title.
I want Becky to win the title. No, just be quiet.
So we differ on that one.
We very much differ on that. Well, this next match we're going to talk about coming up has created so much controversy in the last couple of days. Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax, Laxwell defending their championships against Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss, Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, and the Bellas. Now, you know that I've been saying all this time, the Bellas are winning this match. But Nikki hurt her ankle about a month ago. She has been rehabbing like crazy. There was rumor going around that apparently now Paige, otherwise known as Saraya, otherwise known as Paige, has signed a contract and she is going to be possibly interjected into this thing.
That's the rumor that I've heard as well.
Now, Nikki said last night.
Yeah, I did watch the Hall of Fame red carpet show. She had the walking boot on. She said that she would be good to go. But of course, she's going to say that because she doesn't want to say, no, I'm not.
Well, they could cover her in this match, too.
Yeah, it's a tag team match. She can be protected and not get in the ring.
But the interesting part to me is going to be, the complaint about surprises being spoiled in wrestling. And if Paige was going to show up tonight, it's not necessarily the fault of the press. And if somebody from WWE tells them, hey, guess what? Paige signed a contract. And they tell somebody, it's not on us. It's on WWE for leaking it out.
True. Now
maybe,
this regime is known to like to leak stuff that isn't true just to get reactions.
Yeah, Triple H is a sneaky little devil.
He likes trolling the dirt sheet writers.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with this match tonight.
And as was pointed out to us earlier, a lot of people are making their return to WrestleMania or debuts.
Yeah.
They haven't wrestled on the card in a while.
Yeah, this could be very interesting. So we'll see who walks out of here with the Women's Tag Team Championships. Seth Rollins and Gunther. I got to see Gunther at Media Day. I didn't get to talk to him because, he's big and I'm tiny. That dude is a monster. He looks like a professional wrestler. If you could stereotypically make one, that's your guy. And it's going to be really exciting to see him take on Seth Rollins tonight. Managed to get a little Paul Heyman twisted into this thing.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But who's walking out with this one? This is not an easy decision if you're in the booking room.
I think Gunther wins because there's a chance that someone might be okay enough to get involved.
True.
And cost Seth the match. And then Gunther can turn around and say, hey, I beat Seth for you, Paul. I want that favor.
You know who I want it to be? You know who I want to interfere in this match? Ludwig Kaiser. Yes, I said it.
He's a little busy right now.
Well, I know he's busy. You're never too busy in WWE.
Well, that's true. You're not, but...
Come on, they put a mask on and they're running down to Mexico and driving all the women crazy down there. He's down there kissing babies and stuff. Everybody loves the guy.
Face in Mexico, heel everywhere else.
Yeah. So let's bring him out. But this is going to be a great match tonight.
Oh, no, it'll be a phenomenal match. And then Seth is the right person to give Gunther a great match.
And then we've got the big one this evening, the one that I think I'll have a lot of people confused, concerned. I don't know, man. It's going to be fascinating, but it is Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton hooking it up for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Didn't get a good reaction last night at SmackDown. I don't know.
But the crowd for SmackDown last night is a little different than the usual SmackDown crowd.
It is, and I think people better
kind of like the Raw after Mania.
Yeah.
So I think those two. It's 17 years in the making for those two,
Yeah, but
and I think it's gonna be a great match. I don't know exactly how Pat's gonna be involved. I also feel like Pat might not be the only person that we're gonna see tonight involved in that match.
absolutely not. But Pat McAfee will be there, and I will say it right now that I do think that Randy Orton will be walking out of here with the World Championship. To me, no question about it. But hey, who knows?
15 is a lot. 15 is a lot closer to 17 than 14 is.
Yep, that's for sure. So, sorry, we're doing holding up right here. But we've also got a lot more coming this evening. Any surprises you think we're going to see tonight?
I think the show opens obviously with the host John Cena. Get a huge pop from the crowd, and then maybe someone that likes to curse people shows up at some point, and his good buddy The Miz. You never know. It's hard to tell who will be there. I'm looking forward to surprises. Celebrities are going to be out and about and ringside. I saw George Kittle at WWE World yesterday. The Pod Meets World crew is here from Boy Meets World show. So
Tom Brady.
Where's
Tom Brady?
You never know. He could
hey,
be
he and Logan Paul hooking up. And by the way, sorry about the orientation on that. My fault. But
he does own he is the minority owner for the Raiders, so you never know.
Yeah, well, they got into it, that flag football thing, and they've been talking back and forth. Could you imagine if we kick off WrestleMania and Tom Brady is in the house?
Well, who's the host? Who's the host?
I can't remember. I'm having a hard time seeing him in my mind.
Yeah, it's hard to see him, and where is he from?
Let's see, New York City.
Close.
Buffalo.
You're getting warmer.
Let's see, how about Montpelier?
Still getting warmer.
Plug for Montpelier. Pop everybody.
Concord, New Hampshire.
Concord, New Hampshire. No, he is from West Newbury, Massachusetts.
And who's his favorite football team?
I don't know. Who's his favorite football team? New York Giants?
Getting warmer.
No, we know he's a Patriots guy. So this is going to be a wild one coming up today here at WrestleMania.
Yes, it will.
We're excited. Happy to be sure. Let's give everybody a view of the stadium out there, just so they can take a look around and see what we're seeing up here in the press box.
Place starting to fill up. You got a blimp going around.
There's the new set down there. You guys can take a look at that. But yeah, this is going to be a terrific night. And don't forget, we're going to be on the air tomorrow.
8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific on the Mark Hoke Show, 101.5 FM 8 on, to take a look back at today, preview tomorrow, and talk about everything that's been going on in here. I got to go to House of Glory and Bloodsport and so many other cards going on here in Las Vegas. So make sure you check it out. Hey, we're going to get some food and get ready for the show, everybody. The Haymaker, Eric Hay.
Enjoy the show tonight, everybody. Make sure you watch us tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. We'll have a great Mark Hoke show, as always.
We're not allowed to say great. You forgot. The word great is banned. Outstanding, amazing.
We're going to have an awesome show tomorrow morning.
Oh, Jesus. All right, guys. We'll see you a little bit later during the show. Thanks a lot. We'll catch you soon.